Okay, it's Ricky from Springdale Tractor. Today we're going to be talking about our new heavy equipment line that we carry is Hyundai, and I'm going to turn over to my heavy equipment specialist, Brad Haythorne. Take it away, Brad.
Thanks, Ricky. Okay, folks, today I'd like to show you the HL940 TM wheel loader. This is a tool master. And the reason it's a tool master is because if you'll notice up here on front, you have two cylinders, one on each side, instead of a single cylinder with a Z-bar. This uses a CAT IT28 coupler system. So if you have a CAT IT28 you're wanting to upgrade, this machine's perfect because you don't have to buy new attachments. You can just go from there. It'll fit right on there. This is a 28,000 pound machine. It is has a Cummins engine. It has ZF axles and transmission. And it comes equipped from the factory with air ride seat, heated seat, backup camera, and scales at no extra charge to you. This is a great little loader, and here in a moment we'll go back and I'll show you the engine, and we'll talk about the accessibility of that. So before we go back to the engine, I want to show you this hinge pin and bearing here. This is the life of a wheel loader, as you know. This bearing holds the whole weight of the machine. This is where all the stress is when you're turning and carrying a load. This is one of the most important things on a wheel loader, is this bearing. This comes with a lifetime limited warranty. And by limited, it's only limited as long as you own the machine, it is covered by warranty. This is a great feature. That's how much Hyundai believes in their equipment. They're willing to put a lifetime warranty on a bearing. I mean, that's outstanding. No one else in the world does that. Here's a closer look at the Toolmaster setup. Like I said before, you got a cylinder on each side, allowing great visibility when you're working, when you're hooking up to your other equipment, quick attaching. If you're going to use a broom, if you're using forks, need to get under pipe or whatever, you can see what you're doing without that Z-bar in your way. So what I'm doing now is I'm unlatching the quick attach with easy on the button, on the instrument panel in there, rolling it out from the bucket. There we are. Now we could go to whatever we need, other attachments. Now I'm going to hook it right back up. Now it's locked back in place, ready to go to work. Okay, so as I told you earlier, we have ZF axles and transmission. If you notice, the brakes are on the outside, which is very important because a lot of times they were on the inside here, which made them very hard to change if you had to change brakes. This setup here makes it much more easy on maintenance for your maintenance guys if you have to work on the brakes on these machines. Okay, so every loader comes equipped. Inside this locking box is a master power switch, your fluid for your windshield wiper, and there's the switch that opens the bonnet up to get to your engine easier. So behind this door is your fuel. Right here, easy to get to, locked away, out of the way, again behind the locking door, so vandals can't get to it without a key and put anything in there. You can also see our radiator here with our hydraulic fan, which is auto reversing, so it self-cleans, which makes it really nice. Okay, on each side of the tractor, you also have a box that's locking here. That's where your batteries are located, one on each side, so they're easily got to for jumping if you need to, or to remove and replace. So position here on the back, this is our rear view camera. And we open this up, and here we get to our radiator, our main radiator, our hydraulic cooler, our air conditioner. So if we need to get in here and clean this, we just open this up, just like that. And we have easy accessibility to get in there and do any cleaning and maintaining we have to do. So working our way to the other side of the machine, on this side you open this door up for accessibility. You pull this lever down, this opens up, this lays down so you can get to your fuel filters, your oil filters and stuff. As you can see, there are two test ports. That's hydraulic test ports, easy to get to. Really nice placement there. And down here we have the block. This is where you drain all your oil and fluids out. So you can put a bucket under there and drain it all to one spot. Okay, so up here we have our air filtration system for the cab. Your filter is right here for easy access. If you've ever had a machine where it was sitting under or behind the seat, you know how hard it is to get to those and change. This is very easy and does a really good job out in this getting clean air. So we close that back up and we go down here to one of the most important aspects of this machine. Here's your DEF fluid. It is in a locking box on the opposite side of your fuel, because one of the worst things that happen to us as equipment operators is when the fuel man makes a mistake and puts diesel in this right here. This can cost us thousands of dollars. So separating them and having it where it's lockable is very important, and Hyundai is the only manufacturer right now that has that on their wheel loaders. So every Hyundai loader comes with this nice little feature for easy accessibility into your engine compartment. Just push the switch and the bonnet rolls back out of the way for unparalleled access to the equipment. So what we have here is the Cummins 6.7 liter engine, and all you have to do is remove these clamps and take these 4 bolts out, 2 on each side, and hook onto these with a crane and pick this up, whole unit up, and set it off out of the way for easy service of the engine or the exhaust system. Now, one thing that's unique about this exhaust system and on the Hyundai loaders is, even though we have DEF and we are Tier 4 final compliant, we do not have a particular filter. That is a wear item, as all y'all know. It is something that will fill up and eventually you'll change. It costs thousands of dollars. We do not have to have that. We are so efficient in the way we do our exhaust system. We're the only manufacturer not required to have a DEF filter, which is a huge thing from a maintenance point of view. So here's a couple of neat things about this. This panel is fire resistant panel. If you have an engine fire, you can stick your fire extinguisher hose through this on this side and one on the other side to fog the fire in here without having to open up the hood and have a risk of getting burned. Also, here's your test ports for your hydraulics. Very easy to get to. If you'll notice, everything on this is maintenance friendly. Even the radiator, instead of being a plastic, that's aluminum. One thing you'll notice about the Hyundai wheel loaders is the ease and accessibility of the components. These lines are very easy to get to. The valves are placed where it's easy to work on, because a lot of times your mechanics are guys my size, and it's hard to get into those tight places. It's nice to have a little room to work. Okay, so we're in the cab now. As you can see, it's very roomy. I'm a big guy and I've got lots of room. It's very comfortable. Here is our management system. As you can see here, it'll show our RPMs. It'll have our fuel range rate. It'll have our hour meter reading, what our engine power mode is, because we have 3 power modes, how we're going to shift it. This controls our scales. It'll show us as we get a dip how much the bucket weighs, and it'll keep up with it. So if we need to put 30,000 pounds on a dump truck, it's no problem. We can put exactly that on so he's not overweight. And then we clear it out. It'll show us how much we loaded today, last week. This comes with a standard 5-year electronics package, where if you have an operator on this machine, you can see how many hours today it worked, what its productivity was. If you're having any fault codes, if there's any problems, it'll alert you. This comes standard on this machine for 5 years. So here you have your standard joystick that controls your bucket. You can also shift the tractor with this and change gears. And if you're running auxiliary hydraulics, this is your hydraulics for that, to run a broom or whatever you might need to do. It's pretty standard. Here's your hydraulic lock, your park brake, that's your DEF switch, and this is your differential lock right here. Of course, air conditioning is up here. There's your radio that's standard. It has an air ride heated seat standard. And in some of our models, the bigger models, we can also offer an option of joystick steering. So not only will you have the steering wheel here, but you can push it up out of your way and you'll have 2 joysticks that fold down and you can drive with the joystick. And we have that as an option at a very reasonable price. All these loaders come standard with a 3-year, 3,000-hour warranty, bumper to bumper. And we can go up to 5-year, 10,000-hour bumper to bumper at a very good rate. All the structure, the metal of the arms and stuff, has a 5-year, 10,000-hour structural warranty from the factory. So you will not find a better warranty than a Hyundai. So that pretty much covers our Hyundai wheel loader. We have them from, this is a 2-yard loader, up to a 10-yard loader. So for whatever size you need, for whatever job you have, we have the loader that's right for you.